Hi everybody, I'm Tasha with the Major Change Group, and today we're going to be talking about the Navy Federal Certificate. So in this video, we're going to discuss the pros and cons of the certificate, also the dividend and the APY, and I'm going to give you my experience of the 15-month certificate that I had and was it worth it? Let's get into it. So y'all, I'm going to already tell you the beginning of the video that it was definitely worth it having the certificate. So when I take a look at the certificate, my first pro is going to be if you have a regular savings and then you get this certificate, you're going to earn way more with this certificate. So with Navy Federal, I have my checking account, I have a savings account, and then last year I had got the 15-month certificate. Well, with the regular savings each month, they actually do put a dividend, but y'all, that dividend is like 10 cents or something like that. So within a whole year, you could probably earn maybe like $11 or $12 in your regular savings. So last year, when they had the best rate that they had within 10 years, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this certificate out. So with me getting that certificate, I was able to earn a lot compared to if I just had it in my regular savings. So I would say that is the number one reason that I like the certificate. Now, the thing is, when you go onto the site, they'll tell you that the certificate can earn, let's say, 5% APY. And because that's how much mine was for the 15-month certificate. But on the same hand, you get a 4.88 dividend. For mine, the 15-month certificate that I had, it had a 5% APY. But every month I earned 4.88%. And so every month I would usually get on average between $20 and $21 dividend every month. And so technically I could have withdrawn my dividend, but I didn't. I kept my dividend in there. So at the end of my 15 months, I earned a 5% APY since I didn't take any of my money out. So that's what you'll have to decide if you are going to get a certificate. Are you going to keep your base deposit in there with the dividend, or are you going to withdraw the dividend each month? Now, one of the cons of having a certificate is you can get a penalty for early withdrawal. And see, that was like one of the big things, because let's say if you put the $3,000 in there and that's all you had, but then let's say an emergency came up to where you need 1,000 of it out, then you would get a penalty. So you really just want to consider, if you are going to do a certificate, do you have like a rainy day fund to where if something happens, you would be able to use that money opposed to taking out money from the certificate, so that you don't get a penalty for doing that. So for me, that's the only con that I can see for the certificate. Now, with my experience, I thought it was worth it for me to get the certificate because, let's say with my regular savings, I would not even be able to earn almost $300 on my savings for 15 months. Like I want to say in 2022, I barely, with them putting the dividends in there, I don't even think I earned $20. You see what I'm saying? And so in 1 month, my dividend is $21, between $20 and $21. And then within the whole 15 months, I was really able to get, I think it was like 303, but it's showing 297 here. I think that that's much better than just having large sum of money in your savings and you not doing anything with it. But you'll have to go over to my community tab and let me know. There's so many different saving vehicles out there. You have the high yield savings account, you have a Roth IRA, you have the certificates. So let me know on my community tab and take the poll and let me know which savings vehicle you're using. But then also go over to John's channel, because the other day he had a great video about a backdoor IRA tip that he had. So go over to his channel and check it out. Plus, he has some other really great content as well. Now, one thing you have to consider when you do take a look at their different certificates that they have. So they have the EasyStart Certificate, and it has the 12, 18, and 24 months, but your APY is going to be different on all of those. And then they even have a EasyStart Certificate, but the only thing about this one is you have to deposit, I want to say, up to 3 times, and it requires you to have a checking account along with a direct deposit. So, I don't know if everybody has a direct deposit, and you can only have the max of $3,000. So you'll have to take a look to see which terms are better for you. So even though last year I did the 15 months, this year I did the 12 months, and see, it is 12 months for 4.75 APY. But when I actually go over to my account, it's stating that I have the 12-month certificate, and it's showing that my dividend is 4.64. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did this year, that I did last year for this year, and I'm going to let my dividend post every month, and I'm not going to take the dividend out. So I'm going to make sure that I'm maximizing my APY at 4.75. So I'm not going to take any of my dividend out each month. And lastly, I will say, with Navy Federal, once my 15-month certificate matured, it was so easy for me to move it into another certificate. So you do have time. You have up to 21 days to be able to decide what you want to do. And either you can put the money, let's say, in your regular savings account if you want to, or you can go into another certificate, which is what I did. So I'm doing the 12-month certificate, and I really like the certificate so far, but we'll have to see. So let me know in the comments, are you doing the Navy Federal Certificate, or are you doing the high yield savings or a Roth IRA? If you are doing a high yield savings account, let me know in the comments which bank has the best high yield savings account. Is it SoFi? American Express has a good one. Let me know which one you really like. Well, I hope that you found this video helpful. Please like, subscribe, share with a friend, and turn your notification bell on so you'll be notified when new content drops. I thank you so much for watching. Until next time. It's not a game, sir.